Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back, and we're doing a best of 3 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft. Rare Sokinzan, one of my least favorite of this cycle. Get a couple creatures out of it, so sometimes having a couple bodies on the ground could be useful. At instant speed, I suppose. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't take up a slot in your deck, and it can produce an effect. Like the double-faced lands from Zendikar Rising. Lands that have other uses are pretty excellent. Probably take the Fall of Lord Khanda here. Banishing Slash is pretty excellent too. But I like this one because it exiles and comes back as a body that can give you some value. Other goodies in here. Rabbit Battery, which I still haven't played and I want to. The card's good. Greater Tanuki, I like that card. Disruptor is good for ninjutsu synergies, and that is that. All right. I've seen this card again. This is a weird card. 3-mana 3/4, and then you can triggered abilities more than once. It's weird. Love Oni Cult on Anvil. That card is so fun. I kind of just want to take the Anvil just because there's no white card in here other than Regent's Authority. Anvil's so good too. Very fun. It is multicolor, but it's a very fun build around. There's also the Reactor, which probably wants to be in the same deck as Anvil, but I don't think we're going to wheel either one. Maybe the Reactor. I mean, if no one wants to be in that deck, then Reactor looks pretty good. Or I could just take the Voltage Surge, which is a lot more boring than Oni Cult Anvil. This effect is just so good, though. I'm going to take it. If it doesn't pan out, I missed a Voltage Surge, which I'm bummed about, but whatever. What can you do? Okay, so there's a rest in here. Well, geez. I mean, it could also be 3-color. Probably just take the discharge of these two cards. For some reason, I like the Anvil more. It's just more of a fun build around. Song Shaper wants to be in the same deck as Anvil as well, but we'd rather have removal, especially scalable removal. Because you can actually end up paying 1 mana for this and deal 2 if you have a modified creature, which is nice. Energy Blade, not so good. Turns out tapping a creature is kind of a big deal when you equip it. Befriending the Moths and Arrests are going to be good, but I'll take the Discharge for now. Okay, so here, probably taking the Kami's Flare. Recovery Unit's a cool card. Get creatures back. Kumano is good. Simian Sling and Ogre are playable, but just take the Flare. Pretty awesome card. Can also deal 2 damage to your opponent sometimes too. So getting pretty good red removal so far. That's good. All right, here, decent options. So I think we're looking at Sling, Apprentice, and Kunai, and they're all good. Kunai is pretty sweet with Anvil, and it's removal, and you can deal 3 damage to face. Apprentice is also good with removal, or Anvil, rather. And so is the Sling. I mean, they're all good. I'll probably go with the removal one, just because 3 damage is just a really nice utility to have. And it's cheap. 1 to play, 1 to equip, 1 to use. So 3 mana, 3 damage at most, and you can pay it in increments. I want both of these too, but I think I'm going to go with the Kunai just because 3 damage is useful. Don't really need any of this. I guess I could do... You just sack it? Gosh, that's such a weird card. The Puppet. Put another counter on something. I mean, I guess... I never realized you could put that on Sagas. That's something. I don't care enough about Kami of Industry to take it here. Maybe just take the Befriend the Moths. Or I could actually take the Born to Drive because you get a couple instant speed bodies out of it. And it's cheaper. I'm going to take this in case we end up playing Fall of Lord Khanda, like red-white. All right, well, Steelbreaker looks pretty good here as a artifact enabler, a card that wants to be in an artifact deck, that's for sure. I think the Ogre is pretty playable too. And Mechanic would also be fine, I guess. But let's just take... kind of want to take a red for now, because I feel like our best cards are in red, whether it be the Anvil or the 2 removal spells. All right, here, could take the Synthesizer. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, I think it does. I mean, we have the Anvil, which it's going to work well with. Comes in, gets value, works with Steelbreaker, spits out a Samurai sometimes. Well, Malfunction's been a good sideboard card. We don't... Oh, we have 2 enchantments for artifacts. I guess we could choose the Kami of Terrible Secrets for the Anvil deck. Although, yeah, the 2 enchantments we have are in in white. Otherwise, Malfunction can be a very good sideboard card. But Kami can be main deckable if you have enchantments, so I'll take it. All right, Song Shaper I want. Happy to get that back because it's an artifact and we already certainly have a lot of incentive to draft artifacts if we end up red-black. All right, we'll take another one. I'll take them. So, pretty good start for the artifact deck. Yeah, we can do the Ogre 2 here now over Katana and Emergence. Even though Emergence does make our Kami of Terrible Secrets better, I'd much rather have the Ogre for aggro purposes. Song Shaper into Ogre, swing for 3. And we're like an all artifact deck almost. It's pretty cool. Don't really need any of this. Guess we'll take this because we're like all artifacts in case we open some bomb blue card. That actually does make sense. All right. Pack 2, Greasefang. That's a good card. 3 mana, 4/3, and you can your vehicle's back. It's pretty cool. But we're probably looking at, I guess, probably the Twisted Embrace actually over the Steelbreaker. I mean, at this point, I would like to play red-black because of the Anvil and our high artifact count. Obviously, the Steelbreaker would be good for us too, but I'd rather have the removal. And it still gives us a glimmer of hope that maybe Kami can do something for our deck. So, have I committed? Have we reached that point? I think so. So, don't really need Samurais. Spirit Sister's Call is cool. Could take the Gauntlet. I guess that makes the most sense. It's got lifelink. It can reconfigure for 4, which is expensive. It's another artifact, so it's good value with the Song Shapers. Long Reach of Night makes our Kami better, but whatever. If Kami doesn't... This deck doesn't need Kami to be good, so... We're doing fine. All right. Here does feel like a bit of a mess. Could take the Network Terminal. It lets you loot. We don't really have any need for ramping or fixing currently. Or we could take the Cliffs, another way to fix. I'm just trying to think, what are the chances of playing Terminal in here? I can't imagine they're super high. But both of these cards allow us to fix. This one also lets us loot. It just doesn't feel like a deck that wants a Network Terminal, but I could be wrong. I think I'm going to take the Cliffs in case we get some bomb blue card that I must splash for some reason. I don't really want the Kaito's Pursuit, although that's a fine sideboard card. March of Reckless Joy. So this is okay. Automaton looks insane in here. We've already got 8 artifacts. Yeah, I think we take the Automaton. That thing's going to grow every turn. There's also the Insect, or the Beetle rather, and the Apprentice, both of which would be good. And Gravelighter, which is really good too. But synergistically speaking, Automaton looks incredible in here. I mean, we're like all artifacts. And it's only pack 2. This thing just keeps growing. So I think we'll do this one. Mirror box. Well, it's kind of cool because it's an artifact, but we don't have any legends, and we only have a couple repeat creatures currently. I haven't seen this played. The Mechanaut. That's cool. I don't think this is worth splashing, but it's quite good in our deck. I mean, I don't need a Ronin, and Mirror Box is just not going to happen. I guess we'll consider it. Technician's not bad either, because it can ninjutsu in 3 artifacts, but whatever. So we could take Debt to the Kami. Reckoner Shakedown. Guess we'll take Debt. It's just another removal spell that sometimes can be a little bit more specific. This pack's been kind of a miss so far. Here we go. Trashbot's a great one for us. Another artifact and getting a lot of artifact synergy. So I like that. Take the Boar artifact, combat trick, everything this deck wants. This, on the other hand, feels like a miss. Guess I'll take the Specialist since I already have a blue card. We're almost assuredly not splashing. So we're actually barely black, oddly enough. I mean, white definitely seems more open. But, yeah, I mean, we could just take the Samurai in case. I don't want anything else here anyway. All right. I'd still rather do black, but like I said, yeah, we are... The only cards in black that matter in our deck are the Gauntlet, the Anvil, Twisted Embrace. It's not that much. Because Debt to the Kami is not very good. And Kami of Terrible Secrets is looking pretty terrible here. With one whole enchantment. Guess we'll take Pursuit for sideboard. Prototype's a good card. Subduer in white. Just giving myself other options in case I want to dip out of black. I mean, I guess I'm fortunate that I can dip out of black this late in the draft because I have enough red cards. Although, I mean, I'm still like at least 7 cards short of a deck here, so pack 3's got to do a little better for us. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Probably take the Lethal Exploit. What's our creature count at? Only 9. So we're still creature light. Probably take the Exploit, though. Cheap removal. Hard to go wrong. We need some more creatures, and there's nothing else here, really. We don't have a lot of modified creature stuff going on, so... I mean, Exploit, even without modified creatures, is still pretty good. So... Could take Tempered and Solitude, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it could get us some free cards. Otherwise, I take the Infiltrator for the flying, but that's more for ninjutsu. You can inflate it, but I guess Tempered and Solitude still makes Kami of Terrible Secrets a little more reliably happen. And at this point, I might actually need the Kami of Terrible Secrets because we're creature light. Only called Anvil doesn't really count as a creature either. All right, well, as much as I want removal here, we need quite a few creatures, so I'm thinking maybe go Shintai. It deals damage every turn. It's an enchantment for Kami, I guess. Otherwise, Ambushers, Ninjutsu. Seismic Wave's an incredible card. So is Voltage Surge. I mean, especially with all these artifacts. These are all cards I need. Twisted Embrace. I need all these cards, but if I'm only rocking 9 creatures and I'm trying to be an aggro deck, I don't think that's going to work out. I think we probably need this. Sadly, man. Pack was like all good things that we want. So we take the Searchlight Companion or another Kami of Terrible Secrets. We're only at 3 enchantments, so Kami's not likely to happen. At least Searchlight Companion gives us a couple bodies and a flyer and an artifact. So I guess we'll take that. And we're up to 11 creatures. Is there like a non-creature creature card I'm missing, maybe? I don't think so. We seriously just need more creatures. I guess sort of Synthesizer, but not really. A miss once again. I guess we could take the Ronin. It's really not what this deck wants. But neither is Shattered States Era. I guess I could take it. I don't have a sack outlet, right? Oh, I guess I sort of do with the Anvil. And I just don't think the Ronin's very good here. I'm going to take the Shattered States Era, actually. It does eventually turn to a creature. Oh, this is a weird card. So destroy each non-land permanent with value mana value. So kill tokens, exile graveyards, and then it comes back as a 3/3. When it deals damage, it gets bigger. It can make them... I mean, I guess I could take it. We don't lose anything, right? Non-land. I guess we have a couple things we could lose, but whatever. You know what? I need creatures, and the only other thing in here is an Ember Keeper, which I guess is okay, but... So I could take the caves, but I actually think I need playables. And wait, Steward is actually good in here. It's an artifact that finds a Twisted Embrace, so that is likely going to make the deck. Oh, and it finds the Shrine too. Yeah, that's what we want. Blade Blesser's in here too, but no, we want the built-in 2-for-1 thing. All right, finally. Take the Sling, cheap 1-drop thing that can modify, take it over the Shadow Walker, get our artifact count up even higher. 5 enchantments is not bad for Kami of Terrible Secrets, and we're at 13 creatures. That's not bad either. Wish it was a little better. This is at least a playable sideboard card. Turn to action combat trick. Unlikely to happen. Maybe the shakedown for sideboard. I don't think that's going to happen either. But there's like bomb things we can't deal with. I guess we can consider that. Wow. 11th pick Voltage Surge. Really? That's pretty crazy. So we're at 13 creatures, which is light. Admittedly light. So we're going to have to cut non-creature cards. That's for sure. Another Kaito's Pursuit for sideboard, I guess. If I really need to get rid of my opponent's hand. I guess we can get rid of Debt to the Kami. Puppet, 14th creature. It's an artifact. I mean, I guess if I really have to. I don't think we're going to have space for that. I mean, this deck is, interestingly, has a lot of good synergies going for it. It just, packs 2 and 3 were not super helpful. And we basically can't cut any creatures. And we have to make 2 cuts. I mean, I could cut the Puppet, but what is Puppet going to do in here? What am I going to put counters on? So I can't put counters on much. I can put a counter on this. I can put a counter on... Jesus, is that it? There's not a lot of reason to play Dramatist Puppet in here other than the fact that it's a creature and I need bodies. 13 creatures is light. I could cut the Tempered and Solitude If you're already creature light, to me it doesn't make... I mean, I guess I can count the synthesizer as a creature, so maybe I'm at 14. 15, I guess, with Shattered States Era. All right. And 16 with Headed Tsuko. Fine. Sounds good. Yeah, do I just cut the Tempered and Solitude? I mean, I guess it turns on our Kami of Terrible Secrets, but... I don't know if we need it. It's not bad. Maybe I kind of want to give it a try. I feel like if you're attacking with one thing, getting a free spell off the top is really not bad. Especially if we don't want to get flooded. Does that mean I could cut? Maybe I could cut a synthesizer. That also gives us card advantage too, though, and it's an artifact. Could technically cut a creature. Even though I just said we're creature light, we really have, I guess, a little bit more because of this and this. This is such an odd card. I like that it can kill tokens, so that might be useful. Because we don't have any tokens, I don't think, right? No, I guess we do with this. But... doesn't kill much in our deck. Probably doesn't kill much against many people's decks. What an odd card. Thinking about cutting the synthesizer, but I like the free spells. I could cut the Shattered States Era. Steel can be good for aggro too, though. What do I like the least? I could cut the Tempered and Solitude. It feels like we probably aren't going to be attacking single that often. It's obviously more for the Samurai Warrior decks. All right, fine. And I just cannot figure out another cut. Our removal looks great. Voltage Surge, Discharge, Kunai, Exploit, Flare, Twisted Embrace. A lot of removal. So that's cool. 17 lands, I'm all right with it. You know me, I don't like 16 lands. All right, I guess we'll run it like this. We'll see you round one. All right. Round one, we'll play first. Yeah, it's a good hand. So we can hold off on the synthesizer on turn one, which isn't a good turn one play anyway, so. Oh, good. So we'll go Automaton into... well, do we do it in a trash bot? I mean, I guess I can also just do Goshen Tai here. Because Trashbot's not going to be able to attack. I won't pump the Automaton, but... I don't know if that matters. Let's just get in for one. And I'll play Goshen Tai. Oh, Trashbot gets a little bigger. That's good. So, I guess we can do Synthesizer first here. Alright, so we're going to miss on Kami of Terrible Secrets, unfortunately, but it'll have to be okay. We're actually going to miss on Shrine Steward, oddly enough, too. I wasn't anticipating that, but yeah, we are going to miss on that. I mean, I guess we'll get a 3-2 that pumps our automaton, but we don't have any auras to find. It's a good one. You get at least a permanent, so they can't get anything back. Too bad you can't get it from your graveyard, huh? That's alright. I guess. Yeah, miss. That's too bad. Can I kill them? So this gets pumped. Say I sack this. Might as well sack this first. So 4, 6, 9. They're at 11. So they have the blocker though. So I guess I can attack here with the trash bot and the automaton. If they don't block, I can play the gauntlet to get a life linker and another blocker. We miss out on a Kami's flare, but I think this is okay. Hmm. All right. So ogre. Doesn't quite do enough here. Guess we do it anyway. They're at 5, so let's say I smash with everything. They block my 2 biggest guys. They go to 1 life. I'm at 7. So, and I'm left with 1 blocker if they kill the 2/2. And you can put the counters on the flyer. Left with 1 blocker. They have 2 cards in hand. I gain 2 from the Leech Gauntlet. So they block Steward with Heir of the Ancient Fang and then Iron Apprentice on something. I think we probably go for it. We might actually be dead. I don't know. I'm gaining 2 life, so maybe not. Oh. Or they could block like that and let us win. I guess that works too. So, debt to the Kami, we can get rid of their mythic thing. That's pretty good. Or Goshen Tai. That is actually pretty good. Maybe it's worth it. What removal would be worse? I mean, I could get rid of the synthesizer. Bring in a removal spell. I'm okay with it. Do they have artifacts we can steal? No, I don't think so. Oh, that's not true. We could take the hover bike. I'm just thinking about things I want to steal with United States of America, Shattered States era, and then we can sack something and get value off of their things. It's kind of cool. So does Hedetsuku blow up anything? Kills token, kills not that, kills this thing. Admittedly, not that much. Yeah, I mean, do they have things they can get out of their graveyard? Yeah, Springleaf Avenger. I guess we'll keep it around, and I'll probably bring in the debt, and I'll probably cut the synthesizer, I think. Not that synthesizer's bad. I think it's good. I probably would have done the apprentice first there. So it enters with the +1/+1 counter? Yeah. So can't kill it. So I can kill the preserver. Could also lethal exploit to kill it. So I might do that instead. Guess I can flame discharge and kill the archer now, too. And then we can bore. I don't have anything to get back with the Springleaf Avenger, though. Oh. Well, I don't think I quite have enough to... Oh. Well, I was going to say, does that work? I guess it doesn't. I don't quite have enough to do everything here, huh? That's all right. I think we'll just Shattered States Era, steal the Avenger. And Simian Sling does not have haste, unfortunately, but that's all right. So we'll get in for 10 here. I guess they kill us with a removal spell here. But I thought it was valuable to maybe take them to 1 since I win the game with Kami's Flare if I do that. No trample, right? Thank goodness. All right. We'll see you for round 2. All right. Round 2, we'll play first. Looks like a good keep. Trashbot's kind of a weird card in this deck. I don't know where it's at its best. We're like an all artifact deck, so you'd think it would be the most amazing here, but at the same time, it has to have cards in your graveyard in order to do anything, so it's a little challenging. Oh, geez. Kind of want to exploit that. But I guess I can wait one turn, hopefully. Alright. No, that's fine. So I think we'll go land, sling, equip, and attack. Actually, never mind. I think we'll exploit this. And then I'll get in for 3. Makes me lose my removal, but... Anvil's a good one. So we'll do Anvil. So we don't want to actually use the anvil yet because then we won't get the token back. It only triggers once each turn. Oh, I guess I'm actually supposed to be... I'm supposed to be attacking with the trash bot. Because they can't double block and kill it. So, no enchantment, unfortunately. Because that extra card draw would be pretty valuable here, too. Alright, well, we'll attack with the trash bot. Yeah, do I want to wait on the Kami or not? Let me do an enchantment count. We have Shattered States Arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4, and the 3/4 doesn't do that much for me right now. I guess it protects me, so maybe I should. All right. Now I almost hope we don't rip an enchantment. It's actually okay if we do, because it could be like the United States of America one, and maybe we'd steal a creature or something. Uh-oh. to kill my 1/1 now. Although if they do, then don't I get it back? No, it's during your turn. So Leech Gauntlet. What do I want to do here? We can play the Gauntlet. Can equip the Trash Bot and attack. They could trade with a Generous Visitor. I'm not sure that's good enough. For now, we'll just hang out. I guess we can attach to the companion here. They have the reach creature, but now maybe they'll be a little less likely to attack. Well, they have the cuff too, though, so to be honest, it probably doesn't matter. I guess I maybe should just be draining every turn. The problem is the Goshen Tide is going to get us. I kind of need removal for that, I feel like. Ooh, gonna be able to draw some cards too. Oh yeah, that's right. So I think it's GG's. Drew too many lands, but it's kind of what our deck does, so not too terribly surprising. I guess probably equip here, actually. They can kill our token now, but at this point, to be perfectly honest, I don't think it matters. We've gotten completely outdrawn this game, so we put not enough pressure and succumb to some flood here, so Yeah, much, much, much too late, unfortunately. Much, 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 much too late. Oh, let's see. So we probably have to use that to kill the branch. I still can't sack because of the Goshen tie, so... Oh wait, can I not kill it now? No, I guess technically I still can. Might as well sack this, I guess. Because it's going to die to the... Oh, are they actually tapped out? Then maybe the trash bot instead then. Shigeki's a great one too. I don't think we have anti-enchant really, do we? I don't think we do. We have a lot of removal though. I mean, I could go to 16 lands. I know I'm going to be immediately disappointed. I just know it. I just know it. Well, I might as well sack the sling. Oh, I don't have to do it now. Might as well gain the extra life first. next game here. Alright, so sideboard stuff. We can get rid of cards out of their hand. That's true, right? Because we have Kaito's Pursuit. Not that we have ninjas and rogues, because I don't think we do. So it's basically just like make them discard 2, but they have some top-heavy stuff in there. It could be useful, like Spinning Wheel Kick and Tanuki and the branches. The problem is, once they've played the branch, the discard 2 is pretty poor. Because then they just get 2 lands in their hand, and it's like you're trading a card for nothing. So I definitely don't like that. Yeah, I think our best shot is to try and aggro them down, and we have to hope it's enough. I mean, we can make them sack enchants. That seems to be mostly useful. Maybe we could do that one and dump the synthesizer again. Hitotsuku looks good. It would have... Oh, no, it doesn't kill that because it's not a token. It's just a transformed enchantment. Kills that. Kills this. That's not bad. Nope, it's just a tough match. Nothing to be done. I don't think the hand removal plan is going to work. Alright, Uno Lander, so we'll snap Mull. Haven't had a Mull in a while, so I guess I'm a lucky boy. We'll keep this one. We'll dump the Kami of Terrible Secrets, I guess. Could dump the boar, I suppose. Maybe that makes more sense. All right. I mean, at least if I rip straight swamps, I can eventually play Kami. We're a ways away from the boar. I could have dumped the Song Shaper, actually. But I thought if I get red mana, maybe it's still valuable to play that. Get the pump. Timely draw there. So I think I do the Song Shaper and attack. Seems familiar. So, it's like a repeat of before here. Well, I mean, the Visitor's a big problem. It's just, I need to get damage in if I hope to win here. Let's see. So, I guess we just get in for 3 here. I think we'll kill Shigeki. It seems like a bigger problem. got haste too. So I can take him to 2. Oh, they have the combat trick. That's going to make things tricky. Wish I had a modified creature. Well, kind of feel like they have it, but I suppose if I don't attack here, I'm kind of not looking good either. Alright. Well, at least Trashbot's getting bigger. I guess that's good. Maybe it was just the roadside reliquary? Oh, that makes sense. That could be what it was. Jeez. Is it toughness 1 though? Oh, jeez. Well, I guess the good news is they kill the unstoppable ogre, my Trashbot gets bigger. And they both have trample. They can draw off their reliquary and find something. Love Colossal Sky Turtle, such a good card. Their deck looks sweet. Nice one. And they kill my last creature too. Nice. Well, it was a close one. I think our 1 boar is on the bottom of our deck too, so. Anvil would be a good draw. Searchlight Companion. A little bit less so since it's going to die to Goshentai. I think we wait. Because if we can rip removal for Goshentai, might be able to do something here. So they can't give two things trample. So block here, block here, and block here and here. Anvil for the win. All right. See you for the next one. All right. We'll play first. Keep this. Guess I can destroy that. That's nice. Maybe they'll play another 1-drop. No. Oh, let's see. Well, I guess we do Trash Bot because then I can block and I can still kill Kumano with Headed Seku, so. And this makes the best use of our mana as well. Is it a warrior? Nice. Well, I guess I'll take $1 billion. All right. So try and Gami flare the Ember Keeper here. Oh, this is going to work really well for us now. Oh, that's a good one. We got both lands. Yeah, pumps our trash bot, so that's cool. Oh, I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't pump our trash bot. Sure. That pumps our trash bot. Oh, it sacrificed another artifact. All right. So I don't have the Shattered States era mana yet, huh? May have to voltage surge here. But am I blowing up the steel breaker? I suppose so. They don't have a artifact to sack, so it works. Maybe I'll sack the trash bot. Well, would I rather have the lifelink and reconfigure or the bigger toughness? I guess the trash bot probably ultimately is going to be better, I think. Not 100%, but kind of think it will be. And this is cool because it makes it bigger too. Alright. Got game one, so we're playing against aggro samurais. Samurai warrior deck. So I can exile enchantments. That does deal with... kind of helps with this too. Because exiling it, then they wouldn't get value. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could do Debt to the Kami. Because it's exile. Get rid of the synthesizer again. Reckoner's Bargain doesn't seem bad against aggro that has removal. Because you can sack and response, gain life, draw cards. So they lose their removal. You get card advantage. There's a lot of upsides. I think we'll do Automaton into Sling Song Shaper. I like that a little bit more. Oh, nice. Got haste too. Forgot about that. Well, I think they're almost out of cards, maybe. I can leave up the Surge. That's pretty good. So I can do Go Shintai and hope they don't have removal, but then I don't pump my Automaton either. But it does keep the other two creatures at bay if they have nothing. My other option is to leave up Voltage Surge and play Song Shaper. Maybe that's better. Especially if they have removal. Jeez, they did have removal. do the big gal first here. That's too bad for us. Let's see, we're at 2. Oh, that's too bad. Land. Good one. Seems pretty bad for us. Land it'll land. Well, it's not going to beat their top deck spell into top deck spell, is it? I don't think so. So I go to 16 and be upset when I get mana screwed, so I don't really want to do that. We actually have quite a few targets that are Hitotsuku hits. It's pretty slick, actually. Hits this thing, hits that thing, hits their synthesizer, hits their simian sling. It's kind of cool. Removal they have. They have combat trick, explosive entry. Could do the Reckoner's Bargain. Instead of something. Did Death of the Kami look good there? It looked okay. Maybe I would actually prefer Bargain. Just for the life gain and anti-removal aspects of it. I guess that'll do. I guess I don't play Sling. Oddly enough. We set up for Kami kind of nicely. That's cool. So we'll do bot plus sling here. So we'll go Kami here. Although maybe I should have equipped. But I wanted the card. Well, at least I don't own any modified creatures. Guess that's good. So could attack with the Vessel here. Or the Kami. I'm okay doing Vessel. Still pumps my trash bot. Pumps my guide too. Because it's the one dealing the damage. Wow. That was brutal. We got our removals too. Why didn't they just sack their... I mean, I guess it does the same thing. It doesn't matter. So... Actually, I suppose it makes more sense to do it like this. Maybe I was supposed to... Yeah, that's true. Probably should have attacked there too, now that I think about it. Oh, so they're gonna... Unfortunately, the last card's gonna get us good with the lifelink. Just hoping they didn't have that, I guess, but... But they did. That's cool. So... Oh. Guess I should have actually, well, probably doesn't matter that much, I guess. But should have made it so the other thing couldn't block. But they didn't want to block anyway, so I guess it's okay. It's a good one. Can actually draw 3 cards here too. Is it if it just deals damage? No, to a player. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just block. I don't want them drawing 3 cards. Alright. Well, ended up going 2-1. Thought the deck was okay. We only got to use Anvil, I think, 1 game, and it didn't even get us there, so. Hidetsugu played better than I expected. And it caught me and my opponent by surprise when we did the Simian Sling synergy with it, so that's interesting. Good to know if that comes up. LSV rated it super low, so people maybe will pass it in draft. I don't know. Interesting card, though. I mean, it got us value. Won us game 1 and 3 in that final match. Blowing things up, one-sided. Pack one, pick one here. I'd take Katozi. This card's great. You can get rid of cards in their deck, and then you get to cast the card, too. It's just insanely good. Here, easy Flame Discharge, I would say. Pretty excellent removal. Here, I would take the Seismic Wave. Really good removal. Can do a lot of nasty things. March of Swirling Mist. Well, Phase Out, I don't know if I care enough about. Bronze Plate Boar is kind of cool. Reconfigure 5 is a lot, but it also is a huge buff. I mean, there's nothing else super interesting here. Probably the Boar over entry. Yeah, I'm all right with that. And last but not least, yeah, Kodama the West Tree's a good card. It's got reach, gives you modification bonuses, which is interesting, and then lets you cheat all the lands out of your deck. That's really useful for your old pal, Alex Stephenson. Mitigate that flood. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.